There was a Rocket Power episode so real, so dark, Nickelodeon refused to air it. Rocket Power was supposed to be all about fun, skating, surfing, and living the dream in ocean shores. But buried deep in Nickelodeon's vault is one episode that completely broke that vibe. It dealt with real-world issues. It was written, voiced, animated, and then pulled before it ever made it to air. Today, we're digging into the truth behind Rocket Power's lost episode, what it was about, why it scared execs, and how a show made for kids came dangerously close to getting too real. If you had cable in the early 2000s, you knew Rocket Power. The theme song hit like an energy drink. Otto Rocket, Reggie, Twister, and Sam, living their best life in ocean shores. Every day was a new extreme sport, skateboarding off rooftops, surfing like pros, racing bikes down dangerous hills. It was wild, it was loud, and it felt like you could be one of them. But underneath all the tricks and flips, Rocket Power had heart. Reggie was a girl boss before it was cool. Twister was loyal even when he was goofy. And Otto, he was fearless, almost too fearless. That's why this lost episode hits so hard, because it shows us a version of Otto we never expected, one that wasn't okay. And it all starts with a ramp, a fall, and a silence that fans say didn't feel like a cartoon anymore. The episode no one saw. They called it The Long Weekend, but nobody ever saw it on TV. It was meant to air in season 3. The team had just wrapped a huge competition episode. But instead of the usual beach hangout follow-up, there was this, a darker tone. No music, just Otto, standing at the top of the mega ramp, looking nervous, sweating. He takes the jump, misses the landing, and everything cuts to black. No fade out, no sound effects, just nothing. And when the screen comes back, Otto's in the hospital, leg in a cast, eyes empty. You don't see the fall again. You don't even see the crash. But you feel it. The rest of the episode, it's not about getting back on the board. It's about what happens when a kid loses his confidence.
I don't care. I can't do it.
And that's where it got too real for Nickelodeon. But more on that in a second. Why Nickelodeon said nope. Nickelodeon didn't want you to see this. Why? Well, it's complicated. Back in the early 2000s, kids' TV was changing. Everything was wacky, loud, silly. SpongeBob was the king.
Thereby secretly adding another secret.
Fairly Odd Parents had talking fish.
Wakey, wakey, Jimmy!
Even Danny Phantom was punching ghosts in the face.
Get behind me!
Wow.
But Rocket Power? It was real. No magic, no superheroes, just 4 kids trying to live life and not break bones.
Watch and learn, boys!
So when this episode showed Otto failing and facing trauma, it didn't fit. Nick reportedly feared the episode was too triggering, too much like accidents kids were having in real life. Skate parks were trending, helmet laws were hot topics. And here comes this episode showing a kid crack his head open on TV? Yeah. Big nope from the execs. Some animators later hinted that legal teams got involved, that scenes were cut, and that even the voice actors were confused by how different the tone was. But you want to hear something even weirder? Otto wasn't the only one acting strange. Otto Rocket's breakdown. Otto was the definition of no fear.
Squid, 1 down, 2 to go. Follow me.
He made ramps taller just for fun.
Twister! Nolly help!
He called people shoobies with his chest, and when someone said, "You can't do that," Otto replied, "Bet." But in The Long Weekend, he wasn't loud. He wasn't cocky. He was just still. Otto wouldn't eat, wouldn't smile, wouldn't even look at his skateboard. He kept mumbling things like, "I don't want to end up like Dad. What if this is all I was ever good at? Wait, what? Where did that come from?" This wasn't the Otto we knew.
No, you! No, you are!
This was Otto having a full-on midlife meltdown with a Capri Sun in hand. He even tries to burn his helmet. Twister stops him. They don't say anything. Just sit there. Quiet. Like, Kids who finally realized they're not invincible. And that's when the bean theory comes in. The Bean Scout theory. Okay, this is where things get creepy.
Pretty creepy. Come on, you squid.
Some fans believe Rocket Power is connected to Camp Laszlo. Like, same universe.
Next time, I am Captain Cook and you're the cannibals.
And in The Long Weekend, Otto says something strange. I feel like we're stuck here. Like every day is the same. That's a huge red flag in the cartoon community. Because in fan theory land, that line means loop logic, as in, they're stuck in a purgatory loop. Just like the Bean Scouts theory from Camp Laszlo, the idea that the kids never leave camp, that they're being watched. That the counselors know more than they say. In Rocket Power, Raimundo, Otto's dad, shows up with a first aid kit, but it's empty. He shrugs, smiles, says, "You're fine, champ," and leaves. But Otto's not fine. What kind of dad brings an empty kit and walks out? Fans say it's because none of this is real. Just a loop, just a memory, just a campfire story stuck on repeat.
Something's out there.
But the weirdest part, there's someone else in the hospital scene. The Chowder crossover rumor. Yup, let's talk Chowder. Stay with me. In the hospital waiting room scene, fans claim you can spot a purple kid, short, round, big eyes, wearing a beanie. Sound familiar? They say it's Chowder. But younger, before the cooking, before the chaos. What's he doing in Rocket Power? Some say it's an animation Easter egg. Others say it's proof of a shared universe. But the boldest theory? That Chowder is Otto's dream self. A future version created in his mind after the accident. Less danger, more food, less pain, more fun. And the reason the Rocket Power episode feels unfinished? Because it never ends. It just transforms into a cartoon that feels safer. Think that's wild? Wait until you hear the secret messages hidden in the background. If you slow down the footage from The Long Weekend, things start getting spooky. One scene shows Otto in his room, staring at the wall. For one frame, just one, words appear on the skateboard. You can't run from fear forever. Another time, there's a blurry poster in the background that says, skate or fade. Get it? Not skate or die. Fade. Like, disappear. Forget who you are. Lose your edge. And Sam? He makes a weird joke. Otto says he's scared of skating again. Sam goes, "Maybe your hard drive's full of fearware." Everyone laughs, but Otto doesn't. Not even a smile. That's when it hits you. This episode wasn't just sad. It was a message.
This blows.
One last signal before they pulled the plug. So, what does it all mean? Maybe The Long Weekend was about growing up, realizing you're not indestructible.
Now you know your limitations.
That even heroes fall down. Otto Rocket was our childhood role model.
Gotcha, alien scum.
But in this episode, he was us. Anxious, scared, quiet, trying to figure out if he's still cool even when he's not okay.
Come on, you can do it.
And that's powerful. Rocket Power didn't just show us tricks. It showed us that it's okay to sit still, to rest, to cry, to ask for help. Maybe that's why they buried it. Because that kind of message, it's not marketable, but it's real. And real stuff, it stays with you. Rocket Power wasn't just kickflips and catchphrases. This lost episode showed that even shows built on summer fun were willing to touch real issues, until Nickelodeon shut it down. If you love finding buried cartoon history like this, hit that like button, subscribe to Cartoon Rewind, and comment below, should Nickelodeon have aired the episode, or were they right to pull it? Because sometimes, the episodes they hide tell the most powerful stories.